Preparation is one that people get busy with, but they need to really focus on. I think that has the highest return on your investment of time, which is try to find out what the CIO, CISO, CTO, try to find out, have they been in any articles recently? Have they posted maybe something on LinkedIn themselves? Or have they been on any sort of podcast? Because you can get some really good nuggets to then buy credibility of, here's why we're having this conversation. Your leadership said X, Y, and Z. GitLab is uniquely positioned to address that type of situation. Can we talk more about that? I would always do background research on the company, but I wasn't looking for quotes or specific things that, leaders were saying. So I think that's one thing I would suggest all people to do. I think that would provide really good results. I think most people, and I always do this, go to LinkedIn, right? Try to find out who they are, where have they been, what companies do they follow. A lot of times you'll see they came from an organization that maybe used GitLab before, or they're following companies that work with GitLab. So that makes it warmer right away, right? If it's like, oh, I see you follow, I won't use their name. I'm like, we have a lot of financial institutions that actually use GitLab, but I'll try to find something where it's like makes it a little bit warmer of you have something in common with them. So LinkedIn is definitely our friend. I also will go to their 10K. So the 10K, their annual report is really valuable. You can usually search different things like risk. You can search technology. You can do key search words and find where they call out issues for this year of that either they're concerned about or they need to improve on. And I'll often try to take a snippet or a quote and say, hey, I saw this in your annual report. That was really interesting. We are helping organizations with X, Y, and Z. So I try to be prepared there. Also, a customer reference story for their industry or their focus always warms them up, because I feel like you really do need to bring something to the table in order to ask questions, especially questions that may be vulnerable for them, saying, hey, yeah, we're not great with our software delivery pipeline. We could improve. So to get there, I think we need to bring something to conversation saying, hey, I know a little bit about you, or I know a little bit about your industry, or I am aware of things going on for roles like yours. Here's what I've heard. And even if it's not my story, here's what we've seen at GitLab. You can leverage other people's experiences. And then sharing something like that makes it a little bit warmer. Doing that prep work of, who are they? Where are they from? What if they're publicly traded? What is their annual report? That can really help. So yeah, I think those are the general things I typically do to try to prepare for a meeting.